So this is the Good Ride review of the Rocketfish. It's been a while. I rode this before, pretty much got the whole review wrong. In a time of twins, somebody handed me this and I just set it up the way I thought I would want to set it up, and it did not work well. I went back, I thought about it.
Ask your doctor.
Rode more and more directional boards have been coming. And finally figured it out. You know, we really set it up positive. We really narrowed it in and really learned how to drive off that front foot. And it's just a completely different kind of carve. If you've been riding boards for the last 20 years that are tapered and directional, chances are most of them require a lot of extra weight on the back foot when you're turning to hold that tapered tail in and drive through the turn. This requires all the weight to be on the front foot and that back foot to quietly follow you through, and you're leaning out. Like if you surf, it's like making a bottom turn on a wave and trying to, you know, beat a small section so you can go up and hit the lip. These definitely feel like twin fins, don't you think?
Yeah,
yeah,
could be a good comparison.
Yeah, they're twin fins if you surf. We rode this today with the gang.
So much fun.
Got all the gang here. I got Zobel and Jimbo. I get to hang out with Grant, and they'll forever be changed from that. But
yeah, it's a good
hey,
day.
I didn't say it was bad or good. I just said they'll be forever be changed. And you know, we compared this to the Barracuda HP, to the Rocketfish HP, and then to the Chaser HP, and my good old trusty Manta Ray 56 for, you know, limited for the US riders out there. And this is definitely the most front foot, these two are the most front foot drivey, the most unique, intricate, delicate, articulate carvy boards of them all, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
And they're just like, it's just such a different feel, and you can see it's like a kind of a medium stiff flex, and
except for that nose.
Yeah, and the tail. You get this on snow and that medium stiff flex doesn't even feel anything close to it, right? It's just a whole different thing. It's like, are you sure this is medium stiff? Like, you sure that's what I flexed in the shop? But it's got that energy in that return. You can easily butter off your tail. You can easily butter off the nose.
Too easily, but yeah, you get on your back.
And you know, it's just a different board, but there's a lot of energy and return out of it too. This camber profile, I think it's Excel camber. It's just a little camber starting like around here, going down to the back foot, very mellow, and then as you press down, it lifts up. But you've got, you know, check the on the table review, you can see all of that. But the way this translates to how it rides on snow, it's hey, knock it off up there, guys. We're not done yet. The squirrels, I think, are running around and knocking shit down on us. But the way this translates to the on the snow feel, you feel light in the tail, super far on the back foot, and pretty much your front foot is always directing the board. Even when you're one footing and flat basing, you're kind of always on that front foot. The more you lean on the back foot, the more trouble you have. And so it's a very different feel. Just like the Chasers, they feel so nose heavy and so tail light that you steer it in a different way than you would a normal hybrid camber board like this. So very, very different, very unique feel, but something you can get used to quickly, and it's consistent throughout all conditions. So, you know, you're kind of always getting the same feel. Edge hold I thought was sufficient enough. I loved all the other boards better than, you know, from the Barracuda HP, and, you know, the Chaser HP, and my Manta Ray. My Manta Ray I like the best for edge hold, but these were good for how their size. But those bigger boards with a little more, you know, a little more side cut on snow, definitely did a better job. Now, the fun part, turn initiation. Even this one, compared to the Rocketfish HP, is super fast, almost too fast for all of us, but it slowed down just a little bit. Like it's still on the fast side, but it's more on the medium fast of fast. Wouldn't you say?
I still think it's fast.
Fast,
but
yeah.
Big feet versus your dainty 9s.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it compared to the Rocketfish HP. It's stop calling. He always goes to my dainty 9.
It's a skosh slower.
Yes.
But
proportionate to his body.
Fast.
It's
Yeah.
fast.
Super fast. And for my 9s, I still felt it was super fast. And for your 11s, it probably like that would be scary fast.
Yeah.
And that one was scary fast for me too, even with 9s, and that's a narrower board. But the turning experience and carving, again, you know, follow the reference stance, follow the, you know, front foot drivey kind of thing. And if you do that, it might take a few runs to even just start to turn it right. You might keep flipping it around if you've been riding boards that are back foot weighted. It's a whole new way to ride, and you're gonna come home with a sore front leg, your hamstring's gonna be sore, the way your left quad's gonna be sore in a different place than it normally is.
Because your left leg's so strong, or your forward leg's so strong. So like,
I'm just gonna do one-legged squats for a while.
Yeah.
Get this leg ready for tomorrow.
And it's kind of evening me out after all these back foot drivers. Not a really powerful turner. It's a very light, delicate, you know, turner. You wanna go slow. You want to enjoy everything you can out of the turn. You don't want to bomb on these. If you want to bomb, you need to get Karua boards. So they drive off the front foot and they bomb, you know. This is more of that mellow Japanese style turning that you see in like Snow Surf and all the other movies out there like that. You know, and so that's kind of what this is all about. And in powder, yeah, it floats like a champ, but it's small. It's a small floater. It's a mellow floater. And it bucks around a lot in uneven terrain. It's just far from ideal. But, you know, it's a little floater, and it really just has this, you know, unique personality. It's got this glidey base. It's just basically a very unique, very special ride for a certain type of rider that's just wants something really front foot drivey, really just loose and slashy and just articulate turning. I don't know. I mean, anything else you guys think about?
I did notice with this one, I'm not sure without the knowing the specs of the Accel camber, but I noticed with the Rocketfish, you do get quite a bit of pop out of the turns in comparison to the Chaser, I thought.
Huh.
So
I was really enjoying this front foot heavy turning. You know, for the first time before.
When you're getting it right, it feels good.
yeah.
Yeah, before riding it wrong, riding the wrong stance with, this was a nightmare. I couldn't wait to get off the board.
Or even not having your weight on your front foot. If you got even a little bit of weight on your back foot and you do too hard of a turn, you're still be skidding out. So
yeah, my leg extends, I end up falling on my butt.
It's a whole mental switch. It's a whole riding style switch to get on this, and but once you can lock it in, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
worth the time.
It's a board that comes with a manual, but if you read the manual and follow the instructions, you're gonna have a good time.